And, of course, Kyrie Irving. His first game as a Boston Celtic, a very exciting day.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Backseat, no good. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Irving from long range drills the three-pointer. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
That's his first personal
and really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Inside, Horford. The kick out to Irving. Back to Horford. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. Does a really good job setting up the shooter.
Now here's Tatum. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Nice ball movement by Boston. Picked by Horford. Tatum's shot is off. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And here is Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke briefly with the 76ers head coach. It sounds like they, like everyone else, will try to prevent Kyrie Irving from getting into the lane. Coach told me Kyrie's a very good outside shooter. Where he really breaks you down is with the dribble drives. You have to put bodies between him and the basket. Kevin, it's a tall order for defenders to stay in front of him. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the Celtics making a change here. Celtics trailed by 3.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect them.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Irving. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Back to Williams.
Now, shooters get nervous when Embiid is nearby. Exceptional at contesting any shot within his reach, and even some that look like they're out of his reach.
It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Outside, Smart. Down low. Here's Williams. That one wide left. Now the 76ers with it. 11 unanswered points for him. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Thibault. And the 76ers get it back. Now Harden. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Robert Williams.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids. And Certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 on the clock. And that one goes long.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And the jam by Harden.
Phenomenal work from Harden there. The second he sees a lane open up, he attacks.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 9 points.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. Here's Williams. Misses from short range.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Embiid. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 9 points for Joel Embiid. Quarter. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. 76ers.
All right, coming out to the court right now.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A new 14 for the 76ers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Grant Williams. Aaron Neesmith.
Some changes for Philadelphia.
White. Peyton Pritchard.
Here is Harden.
Timeout for the
They
Sixers.
lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Into the lane. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And it goes out of bounds.
Boston ball.
Last touch by Embiid.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Here's Pritchard to the inside. The kick out to Williams. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 11. The 3 from Harden. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 11 points.
A threat to shoot whenever he catches it. Harden wasting no time.
Pass to Pritchard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Pass to Maxey. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
And he drives in and slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Pass to Maxey. Clock at 6. And Tatum over to help. And here's Harris from the arc. Celtics trailed by 14.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Horford, no luck. Here's Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Harris. And stolen by Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Horford. Off target from three-point range. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Here's the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Right side, Tatum. Pass to Smart. Back to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
How about Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation? The big fella bouncing to the rack.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
26 seconds left in the first half. And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid, what a show of force right there, going hard at the rim for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Outside, Tatum launches it. That shot off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Irving with the ball. Here he goes. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 14. And the Celtics with possession here. Outside, Horford. From deep. To the paint. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford. He's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
On its way from Irving for two. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers leading by 14. It's Harden with the drive. Out left to the wing. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Embiid the screen. Back to Harris. Takes the 13-footer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And here is Irving. Takes it inside. Misses in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Irving with the steal. On the wing, Irving. And so Boston again turning it over. They're scoreless since the first half. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Harden. 15 points in the game. Drives to the hoop.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drive. Excellent.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Irving attacking, trying to end the drought. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Driving in, and the jam by Harden.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Back to Horford. Stolen by Harden. And now Philadelphia on the break. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Shot clock at 2. Horford, no luck.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stop.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the court, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
James Harden getting it done for Philadelphia. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now.
It's your Sixers, Embiid.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Philadelphia has possession. Harris, right side. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, when Harden gets deep inside positioning, he's ready for the throwdown because he's more athletic than people give him credit for.
And the dunk by Embiid.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Harden with room to shoot. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum's shot is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And Embiid throws it down.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Kyrie
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Embiid drives in. And Embiid throws it down.
You know, he may lack some of the explosiveness that other bigs have, but Embiid still very difficult to stop when he makes up his mind to drive it.
Irving for three. No good on the shot. And it's Philadelphia the other way. To the middle. Stolen by Smart. Inside. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Irving. The kick out to Porter. And stolen by Thibault. And there's a call on Kyrie Irving.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but
Kyrie Irving.
you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
There's the drive. Springer.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Springer. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them. And that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Here's Kennard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Williams with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 9 seconds left in the game. Williams can't get it to go. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight.